Hey everybody, and welcome back to Help Will Come Tomorrow. I don't think help is coming tomorrow, honestly. I need my ankle restrained. Yeah, you need a lot of things, Dimitri. I'm dying of hunger. So we have a couple people starving. We have 3 people starving. A guy with a big hunger, so we need to feed everyone. Everyone's cold. So we need to put something on add fuel to the fire. Everyone's thirsty. Not thirsting to death yet, though, but we need to work on the food situation. So, for food, we really need some clay. But we can feed everyone berries. We have enough berries, I think. Poisonous mushroom, moss. We have some beans and some berries. The beans are moderate decrease. Do you have to cook them? You think probably have to cook a bean, right? We could give everyone berries for now. Let's do that. Well, we can't give everyone berries. We give everyone berries and then, not, what's your name? Sir Edward Grey, you don't get berries. I can't just click on them, huh? Can't just click on the picture. You need water, I know. You can have berries. You can have berries. You can have berries. Not bad. Alright, so you're down to just big hunger. You're not starving. If you don't feed them, their health and morale will noticeably drop at night. Camp morale is not doing hot. We need water for everybody, but not really. We probably should set out... Let's set out another exploration, perhaps? Expedition, excuse me. Unknown zone. Danger level easy. There's something there. It looks like a guy with a rifle. How was that danger level easy? This is danger level average, but doesn't have any food or water. What I really want, I really need to make this quarantine point, because it says convalescent, care for the sick, preparation of medication and dressings, and Dimitri needs that. So I need to make one of these. I have the wood. Don't have the rags. I have nowhere near the rags. I could make a makeshift one, like a crappy one. I can't even do that. So we need to find rags? How do we find rags? Okay, so we do need to go out on an expedition. So let's do that. Expedition. I mean, maybe we should head towards whatever this is, because if there are people, there might be rags. Let's send an expedition. We're gonna send the brave guy, Sir Grey, and we know she's weak, and he's almost gone. Like he only has 1 point. So let's send those two. They have a little bit of trust and friendship and credit. Number of actions required, so just 1 action. We don't have any clothes to give them. Don't have anything to give them, honestly. So go ahead and send off. Oh, here we go. This explains it. There's a renegade patrol near your expedition. It's best to avoid a direct meeting. If your expedition enters the zone where the patrol is, or it goes to your expedition, an event related to the confrontation will appear. The renegades, just like wild animals, can change their position on the map every day. Okay, so we should not go towards them. Like, even if we move here, they might move to us? Is that what that means? So maybe I'll go down here to this safe zone. And there's the train. Danger level risky. Danger level dangerous. Okay, so that's where... And there's the derailed train right there. Wow. So they didn't move. Okay. We maybe should be looting that train right there. Young forest near the tracks. Insignificant danger. There's loss probability of 7%. Let's search this area. Can I search this area? How do you search this area? Here, you click this button. What do we found? We found some psychedelic mushrooms. Not nutritious, but allows you to forget about the cold for a moment. Some mushrooms, some bugs, some needles. Okay, we needed all those. We'll take all those, please. Done. Now let's move south. We used 1 point, so they both have 1 point. Loss probability was 0. Let's search here. We found some scrap metal, some string. That's not cloth. Should we push out one more time? Danger level risky, danger level dangerous. No, we should not. Can we move here? We cannot move there in one go. So we'd have to move here. The expedition finally happily returned to the camp. They managed to collect so much. Well, not really, but unfortunately that took our point. We couldn't just continue on. We still don't have enough. No, we still do not have enough. Nope. Alright, so we won't be bandaging your foot today, Dimitri. I'm so sorry to tell you that, buddy. Fatigue, your character's tired. You better let them rest. Alright. Well, I don't know if I want to spend your point letting you rest, Sophia. I don't know if that's a good idea right now. Let's check out the campfire. We can't make that pot yet, right? Seats. We can make some seats. We can have a large water filter. Uses a lot of materials we don't have. We don't have the clay. So, we need water. Well, we have 4 water, so that's fine. We don't need to spend right now for water. I guess I could moderate decrease of water. I could give everyone water. I have it. Excuse me, can't click on that. I have to click on them individually. Clean water, clean water, clean water, clean water. Yes. Okay, honestly, maybe I probably should. You guys have big hunger. I got some mushrooms I could give you. I got some bugs. You probably won't like it, but it's food, isn't it? I want to hold off on the beans because I may be able to cook them and make them better. Eaten raw will probably cause indigestion, but it's better than starving, so I can't give you the raw mushrooms. Or I shouldn't give you the raw mushrooms. I can give you the bugs. You'll probably hate it, though. Edible root. You can eat it, but it'll probably cause digestion. Or indigestion. You can eat moss, but you probably won't like that. Alright, should I feed them the beans? Should I give them the beans? Yeah, let's give them the beans. Well, let's add some fuel to the fire. Put some bark in there, maybe. No, some sticks. We have more sticks than anything. Okay, let's give the soldier man the beans. Because he's the most beat up. Not bad. And then everyone else can get some bugs. Sorry about this. Yuck, awful. But what a man can do. Bugs. Yuck, awful. But what a man can do. Yuck. Yeah, you know what? It sucks that you had to eat bugs, but still living, aren't you? Honestly, I should probably go out on another expedition, because what am I going to do? Can't make this. The workshop, I could... Can't... Well... 6 times, 8 times? What is 8? Whoa, that's not much. And we have 1. I don't understand what 8x means. That means we need 8 of these to fill up the... Is that what that means? Like, to fill up this whole thing, you may need 8, but we only have 1. We would need 6, and we have 8. Is that what that means? We don't have enough string, so we cannot build the solid workbench. You can make a makeshift one, but allows you to create simple tools, locks the items Knife, hammer, shovel, torch, rag, string, and rope. I don't think we need those right now. Unlocks strength. That's, like, I wanted not makeshift bed. Like, I want to be able to tie up his leg, but there's no way that I can seemingly do that right now. Can I see the game flaying point, hardened table, metal workshop, well-equipped workshop, traps? So that's that. Where do I build splints? Caretaker post. Simple cover, medical tools, bandage, limb brace, antidote, cold bomb. Yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's the limb brace. Amputations, compressions, wound cleansing. Yeah, so I might have to get to here. That's far. And building a palisade just reduces the damage of the camp structure caused in bad weather. Provides everyone in the camp with additional wind protection, which could be good. But again, that requires so much stuff. But it is something we could do. But do we need to do that? Should we send out another... I was thinking we probably want to send out another expedition. And maybe head this way? Let's do that. Let's see, who would we want to send? We send her because she's got a lot of points. And then the only other person... We don't want to send you because you need to rest, perhaps. So you. You guys can both go out again on another trip. Is that fine? Glade with toadstools. Okay, search the glade with toadstools. Got some stones. We got some stuff. Not a lot. Take all, please. We're at a 5% loss probability. We could maybe push out again. Expedition AP needed to avoid getting lost is 0 to 1, and we have 0. Some stones here in a weird... circle. We go average, danger level average, danger level average, danger level average. Well, let's go try. Let's cross our fingers. There's the river. Loss probability is going up. We got some berries, we got some bones, some stones. It's not what I need. Loss probability 30%. I'm gonna push one more time. It's probably a bad idea. But I'm gonna push one more time. Loss probability 46%. Uh-oh, what happened? Did we get lost? Exploring another region of the inhospitable forest, you come across strange tracks. They are fresh and clear, but you watch them for a very long time and with growing consternation. You don't need great perceptiveness to notice that 3 limbs have left them. 1 shod and 2 with hooves. You come to the conclusion that either a 1-legged man wandered this way in the company of a 2-legged deer, or a 3-legged deer walked in 1 shoe. Ultimately, it could be a 1-legged person supported by with 2 canes from deer legs, or a breath of icy wind interrupts your vain considerations. You move on quickly. What is that? 1 shod. So you mean an actual shoe and not a horseshoe. That's what I was thinking. 1 horseshoe, or 1 regular shoe, and 2 hooves. Weird. 52%. Should I search? I should probably head back. Oh, we lost. We got lost. This is not the first time you have lost the sense of orientation in this taiga. However, you know that each such situation can at the same time be the last one. Who is to blame? You don't even argue anymore, though there is a silent reproach in the air. Now, first of all, you need to take care of a place to sleep, and it's not as easy as it may seem to the uninitiated in the secrets of the taiga. You need to collect enough brushwood so that the fire burns until dawn, protecting you against the attack of the night beasts. At the same time, you need to move away from all glades and passages so that the flame does not catch the eyes of the renegades who could stay in the area. You also need to prepare makeshift beds of fallen needles to avoid hypothermia through prolonged contact with the permafrost of Siberia. Finally, you have to take care of the things you carry so that it's not stolen by the birds or squirrels. And all this would not be necessary if one of you had minded the way to the camp well. Not great. We got lost. So we're just out there. Well, return to camp, I guess. Why can't I return to camp? Go back to camp. Well, they're not coming back, you guys. They're not coming back. We may have doomed the game already in the second episode. You know what? You just go lay down. My foot, I can... You say I can't walk it off? You just go lay down, lady. You go lay down, you just rest. And, you... I don't know what kind of actions we can give you. You can fraternize. You can filter water. That's what you need to do. Filter the water from the snow. Please do that, sir. And, I guess we just end the episode, or end this day and hope that something happens. Something good happens. Are you sure you want to end the day? Yes. I thought I set her up to be sleeping over here. Did I not actually finish that? There. Yes. Please rest. There we are. Okay. End the day, please. Nighttime. Maria is missing. She was supposed to come back before dusk. If we're to survive here, we have to stick to the plans we make. Well, it's not her fault. She didn't want to get lost. Each dialogue should be conducted sensibly. The decisions affect the relationship between the characters and the morale, both individual and in the entire camp. Selecting issues that match the character's nature will increase their morale, but that may not necessarily win the approval of the rest of the team. Select one of the answers. She walks her own paths. Maria is a mad woman. You would probably like if I said Maria is a mad woman, but I'm going to go with this one. She's an orphan. She walks her own paths. Don't expect her to submit. We're all responsible for each other. Cooperation increases our chance of survival. Doing what one pleases reduces them. This girl sees things we don't see. I believe that if she voluntarily stayed in the forest overnight, she had a reason for it. You don't have anything to say about Sir Edward? Yeah, Sir Edward is not here. What happened? Did he announce that he'd be hunting until late? No, he didn't confide in me anyway. I think that something has finally eaten him, or he went to negotiate with those bandits and overestimated the charm of his mustache. He most certainly wouldn't leave us. That's exactly what I expect of him. No, he most certainly wouldn't leave us. And if he went to negotiate with the bandits, they could have imprisoned him. Maybe, but that's not our concern. He thought that you could speak to the Russians like natives in wild countries. Such miscalculation. Poor man. But nothing of the sort happened. He did not leave us. He got lost. If anyone wants to negotiate with these barbarians, it's him. For this, you need the experience of an adventurer and distance. So everyone gets you get a little more like of him. Well, there's nothing to worry about. Tomorrow he'll be back in as the chief of renegades, just like in the adventure novels by Fenimore Cooper and Mayne Reid. We could use some optimism and faith that our story will end positively. Yes, we could use that. By the way, did he take his diary? Maybe we should check to see if he's a British spy. Stop that. That's completely ridiculous. You're trusting them a little less because they went off somewhere. Hopefully they come back in the next day. Because we need their food that they had. The expedition happily returned to the camp. They managed to collect so much. Okay, good. You guys made it back. I don't know if this is everything we brought, but thank you. Everyone's at starvation level. Not great. We might end up needing to eat the moss. There's the diary that I didn't click on before. In the diary window, there are essential changes. essential changes in the camp saved, as well as the course of events and dialogues. Here you can recall the course of recent events in the game. Okay, so it's kind of like just a history of what happened. Well, let's feed people. Everyone get some berries. You're still at starvation level, huh? I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. You're gonna have to eat some moss, perhaps, honestly. Well, there's mushrooms. There's just regular mushrooms. It may cause indigestion, but here. Let's give it to you, Zafia. I hope my stomach won't ache. Yeah, me too. And Maria. That's something. Now we got 2 more starvations. Gotta eat moss, you guys. Can it even be eaten? Well, it can. You just ate it. You're still on starvation level? Jeez. Eat another moss. Now you have indigestion. Lovely. You're freezing. Well, let's pump up the temperature a little bit. Put some more sticks on there. Let's add it up again, I guess. Camp visibility is way high, though. Add some more sticks. Freezing. Freezing. This character is very cold. If you don't warm them up, their health and morale will drop at night. Well, we're trying to. The camp visibility is very high, though. I don't really like that right now. Can't you just sit a little closer, Maria? I'm gonna have to go out on another expedition, honestly, because I just can't do anything right now. I mean, I could build we can upgrade the shelter, perhaps, to a simple cover. Provides everyone in the camp with a bit of wind protection. Blankets. Additionally, reduces freezing and slightly increases the character's morale. Rest. The rest does. 2 people can rest in the shelter at the same time. I mean, that uses materials. We don't have the materials. We don't have the string for this. We don't have the materials for this. We only have 2 of those. Or 1 of those. We need 2. The only thing we could build is the palisade. Could we build the palisade? I forget. I mean, perhaps we could build the palisade. Yes. We could build that, but that's using a lot of wood. We use all our wood. For what? Just to protect us in bad weather? And wind protection? Simple cover provides everyone in the camp with a bit of wind protection. That's probably important. Do I want to build that? Yeah, let's build that. So, structure, let's use some stones. Wood, let's put some sticks in there. Wood, let's put some needles in there. And somebody has to build 2. I need to use 2 people to reduce it. So, I'm gonna need you 2. Well, can I just put people down, right? Just put you 1 down, put you down. You guys can work together. I'm not fond of you. Well, suck it up, guys. Upgrade for me. Alright, now you got a little bit of a cover here. Let's go back out to the expedition time. I guess that's where our animals are. But we could have hunted, but we don't have traps. We don't have anything. Danger level easy, unknown resources. We need We need cloth. So let's send out another expedition. We do the same group. It's going to be you two. Get out there. Come here. There's those guys. So that's bad news. We don't want to be don't want to enter that zone, but we will search here. We got some canvas. That's materials. Yes. We can build the some great stuff with that. Cigarettes, good for frayed nerves, scrap metal, bugs, needles, cones. Take everything. 6%. I gotta remember we have to, like, it's gonna change as we come back. We can't just teleport, so maximum increase of loss probability is to 32%. I don't really understand. Loss probability is 13, but it can get up to 32% for some reason. Every move on the map increases the risk for the expedition to get lost and to force its members to stay overnight in the forest. Okay, so you're saying that on the way back, it's going to increase at each step we take up to 32. I think that's what that means. So let's search. What do we find? Some mold? It was edible before. It probably is now, but only for the bravest ones. Food and fuel. Stones. Mushrooms. Clay. Oh, there's our clay. Sweet. We need to take that back. Take all. Take everything. Loss probability is at 28%. Yeah, let's just head back. Loss probability is at 31%. I'm willing to give it another shot. Yes. Needles, cones, stones. Take everything. And let's just head back to camp. Expedition happily returned to camp. They managed to collect so much. They definitely did. Now we can build a pot. We can cook stuff. We have the 2 clay, and now we need just some stones. We have some stones. We don't have any tools, but that's okay. Who wants to build that? I need 2 people. You two? Well, not you two. Yeah. Well, we can do you two. The normal 2 we just sent out. You guys can build. I'm not fond of you. I'd better work with some... You don't like anyone, do you? Just upgrade for me, please. Thank you. We should have kept her because she could cook. We need a point for her to cook, but now we can't. Grilled food, roast an animal. Campfire fish. In some action costs, there's a possibility to set the number of processed resources. Well, we don't have any fish. Burnt meat. The effect of quick and careless roasting may cause indigestion, but at least not poisoning. We don't have any raw meat. We would have to use prey. But we don't have the points for that. We should really work on this. The quarantine point. I want to build that, please. Make a solid one. But we don't have enough needles. We not have enough needles. Crap. We used all our needles. Well, so much for that then, I guess. So much for that. Can't even make a makeshift one. Well, sorry guy, your foot's just dumb because we use the needles here. What's the situation? Freezing, big hunger, big hunger, big hunger, freezing, big hunger. I can't really stoke the fire much more, you guys. I can maybe give you some food, but I don't know what to give you. We have poisonous mushrooms, we have cigarettes. Edible roots, but that'll make you feel bad. We can eat bugs. Everyone ready to eat some more bugs? I'm just gonna hand them out. Like that. Sorry, Sir Edward Grey, you don't get any bugs right now. Could give you some mold. But would you want to eat mold? You're tired, so you should rest. Both should rest, but you can't. You know what? I'm gonna say you, sir. Well, we could build the palace. Do we need, we don't need, what am I thinking? Needles to build the palisade, right? So we could, we don't have enough wood. Don't have enough wood. Okay, so much for that. We can't build that. Let's just filter some more water, I guess. We're going to filter with you, I suppose. Zofia. Need charcoal to make the big water filter. Sophia, please do that for me. Now everyone's tired. Thank you for making water. Now I can give out some water. There you are. I'm gonna have Mr. Dimitri, I think was his name. I'm gonna have Dimitri rest a little bit. And then Sir Edward Grey, could you just fraternize a little bit, perhaps? Let me think about that, because you're also tired. This character's tired, you'd better let them rest. They're tired, they're not fatigued. Okay. Rest, rest, rest. Where was... Oh, not rest. Fraternization. That's what I'm looking for. Improves the relationship of two characters and increase their morale. Oh, you need two people. You can't just fraternize with the people that are sitting here. Okay, excuse me. I'm sorry. And... I want to... Let's check out Maria. Her cook. The character has a chance to regain AP while cooking food. Yeah, so I really want her to do the cooking. Well, right now, I guess we just end the day. Everyone's a little hungry still. There's not much we can do. End the day, I guess. Yes, I'm sure. Unused AP reduces the character's fatigue at the end of the day if shelter is built. Yes, end day, please. Nighttime? Why isn't there Maria by the fire? That's a weird grammar. After all, you didn't appoint her to go for fuel. Anyway, it's too dark to leave the camp. You call quietly, but the silence answers you. She's not around. Was she so unreasonable to go out now looking for her brother? Earlier you tried to talk her out of it, but she may really run to the wreckage, perhaps hoping that the renegades would not catch her at night. Maria knows the train like the back of her hand and can probably search it in the moonlight, or maybe she even has assembled a torch. Not good. She will bring misfortune upon her and us. Let's follow her. Blood is thicker than water. Let's follow her, or she will draw less attention by herself. Well then, let's wait. No, let's... She may be in danger, so let's follow her. Everyone got a little fatigued. On top of everything else, a night escapade after the desperate girl. You are tired, cold, and scared. You should have stayed in the camp and let Maria face the music herself. When you reach the edge of the forest, you notice a dim light. Have the butchers already found her? No, it's Maria, who is waiting along the chassis of the car, lighting her way with a makeshift torch. Smart girl. She probably set fire to a piece of the train curtain. You have to go get her quickly, or you watch the surroundings. Yes, let's be on the lookout. Maria reaches the coupler of the derailed car. She's watching it for a moment, then picks up a piece of coal and writes something in a hidden piece on the chassis. In the meantime, you're watching the area, but unfortunately there are no scouts here tonight. After a short while, the torch burns out and Maria turns back. You join her at the edge of the forest and return to the camp in silence. So she must have left a message for her brother. No hero without a wound. Let's check the Northern River. Signs for Pietia. Let's talk about the crash and the slaughter, and then we'll talk about the signs for Pietia. We were saved from the disaster and avoided the slaughter. It's unthinkable. Do you know if anyone else has survived? They took us by surprise. It was a well-organized operation. The attackers had dynamite and used it not only to derail the train, but also blew up the car in which war veterans were traveling. They knew where to hit. And then they shot the survivors without mercy. If someone has survived, they probably holed up in the woods as we did. We must stay together until help arrives. We are in the middle of the Siberian taiga, without appropriate clothes and food, surrounded by thugs going after us. How much longer can we survive in such a condition? 1 or 2 days at most. In that case, let's hope that help will come tomorrow. There's the title. Help will come tomorrow. Camp morale's gone up. Let's talk about Pietya. You left some signs on the car. This is one of the places where Pietya would hide. If he was alive, he would leave a message there for me. If he was alive, do I get it right? This is just one of the hiding places. He may be hiding somewhere else. But I'm slowly starting to lose hope. And these signs, won't they lead the renegades to us? No, it's just our old childhood play. I wanted him to know that I was doing well. After all, he's also worried about me, and he will come up with visiting our hiding place. Okay, superstitious. This character sees supernatural phenomenon and believes in superstition. Him or his spirit. A little bit of trust there. End of day summary. You gain a little trust for everybody. You gain a little trust and some credit. Like, this is a little too much. I can't really process all of these things. As long as they're positives and not negatives, we're good. Camp morale goes down a little bit for some reason. Maybe just because a day goes by. Day 5. Ooh. Bad weather. Heavy snowing. Freezing. Starvation, starvation, starvation. Let's add fuel to the fire, I guess. Let's put some cones in it. Because we need the sticks. Well, let's add the mold is food if we need it. Let's add some cones. It's only good for fuel. We're exhausted. I know you're exhausted. How many more times can I add more cones? Like, I'm just wondering, does freezing go down, like, immediately? Would I see this change? Hypothermia. This character's dying of cold. If you don't warm them up, their health and morale will noticeably drop at night. I need to rest. Like, how much more fuel can we add to the fire? I don't see these changing. But I do need to cook. And that's going to take some fuel. That's going to take some fire away. I think it said roast an animal. Yes, it takes... Well, it needs 10 fire level. I don't know if it reduces the fire by 10. Let's put our links in there. And let's cook with Maria. And, I don't want to take your 1 point. You two, I'm not fond of you. Well, suck it up, you guys. Cook. +6 something. +6 food, I'm hoping. +6 burnt meat. The effect of quick and careless roasting may cause indigestion, but at least not poisoning. Hunger is considerable. It gets considerable decrease. Fatigue a slight decrease. So we can, we can go all around because everyone's starving, right? Yeah, let's give a little bit of burnt meat to everybody. Completely burnt. Well, it's food, dude. Maybe that means... Does that mean the fire level should be at 10% ideally? We can try to roast the animal directly on a fire, but the meat will probably not be very tasty. Okay, so that's the problem, that we didn't have like a grill or something. We didn't have a tool to help it out. Everyone's down to big hunger. Yeah. So I could give more food. I'm going to give more food to you, because we send you out on expeditions a lot. What do you have, a hand wound? What do you have a hand wound for? A wounded character loses health every night. If you don't treat the wound, an infection or necrosis may get into it after some time. And you're... I'm gonna give some to you, sir, because you're wounded. Well, you know what? Yes, it's completely burnt, but what do you expect? I need more stuff. Well, no, I don't need more stuff because we got the... Let's make, oh, we need needles. That's right, we need needles. So, we need to go out and find needles. You're fatigued. So really, it should be you two going out. Since you're not fatigued. But we can push with him. He's good at being outdoors. He's a survivalist. So, thirst isn't a problem right now. Not a major problem, at least. Let's send an expedition. I know it's a heavy snow day. The weather is nasty. It's blowing and snowing all day. It's better not to leave the camp. To protect against wind, it's worth building shelter walls or surrounding the camp with a palisade. Well, we have to go out. I'm sorry. Where can we get needles? Pretty much anywhere. So we can get needles basically anywhere, but where can we get some good stuff? Some berries, but we can't get needles there. Needles and moss and edible roots. Needles and bugs and canvas. Risky though. Average, insignificant. Average. Easy. We can get needles there. We can also get bugs and mushrooms. Yeah, so let's go to the young forest near the tracks. Send an expedition. I want to send Sir Gray. And I'm also going to send Zofia. And we're going to go here. Loss probability. It's only 11%. How can you get lost right next door? Apparently you can. Straw idol. You have no idea why someone put a straw scarecrow in the middle of the forest. However, apparently someone did. A surreal image of a silent idol slumbering under a coat of snow caps doesn't make you feel good. Maybe it's a scarecrow, you say to yourself, but where is the field it guards? So this is, I guess, where if we had Maria, she'd be very superstitious. And she probably wouldn't want it, but we need the parts. I don't care. I'm not superstitious. I'm not gonna be afraid of it. Let's just disassemble the scarecrow. The forest idol was assembled from dry wood, which will definitely be more useful in the camp. Got some rags, some string, some sticks. It's not what I wanted. Let's search again. We're at a 36% loss probability, though. There we go. There's some needles, but not enough needles. Mushrooms, bugs, sticks. Alright, we need to head back to camp. Well, that didn't get us what we wanted. We only have half the needles we need. We could make the makeshift one. That could be... We could do that. We'd have to use one canvas, though, which is a waste. It's a big waste. We could use both rags, though. That's not a huge waste. And the sticks. Yeah, we could use, yeah, let's build that. You two can build that for me. I don't care if you're not fond of anybody, just suck it up. Hemophilia. It's better to avoid cuts. This character has a bigger chance of bleeding status and less chance of getting it removed. So, why did you cut your head? How'd you cut your head building a freaking mat? Medical tools. Unlocks the items. Bandage, limb sprays. Yeah, we need some scrap metal and some rocks. And we can make a makeshift medical tools area. I'm just looking at what other... Let's go for it. Oh, we can't because we don't have enough points to do that. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Can't do that. So, let's put head wound. Why do you have a head wound? Bleeding. I mean, you have to go rest then. I don't think it's going to do anything for your head wound, but rest. And then everyone else, I guess we just sit tight. I mean, you could use your 1 point. You're not... I'm a little concerned that it still says hypothermia. Let's put another... Let's just keep pumping fuel in there. Still says hypothermia. It doesn't seem like it's going down. Camp visibility's way up now, though. It's over 50%, I guess. Yeah, so... Not doing so hot. Let's have you use your 1 point to filter some water. Better to use it, I guess. That did make you, well, didn't seem like it made you tired. Alright, let's end the day. Nighttime. A hero without a wound. Let's wait for the patrol. Allies. Dimitri's discipline. Let's check the northern river. Let's see what they say. Why should we stick to the forest in the cold? When we are still driving, a bend of the river could have been seen in the north. We have to get to it. Why? What's so important about the river? I think it's Salenga or some influent of it. Anyway, all the rivers in this area flow into Baikal. That's what I'm talking about. We'll build a raft, and the next thing we'll see is Irkutsk. A raft on an icebound river? Let's discuss this idea. No, a raft on the icebound river? How will the raft flow if it's frozen over? Have you seen the rivers around here? They are icebound. How do you want to float a raft on it? When the armed killers are prowling around, everything is better than sitting here and listening to your babbling. Maybe we'll build a sleigh like Chukchi people. The river will lead us. Nonsense, we haven't got a team. This is not so stupid. Well, at least let's look for the river and check the ice condition. Maybe without a team, we can push the sleigh with supplies somehow. Damn that river. We got an objective. Check the river float northwest of the camp. Days left to finish. 5. I'm sorry, I'm clicking. You're not moving. Maria's dream, the lost battle. Let's negotiate with the renegades. Let's wait for the patrol. Taste of mystery. Let's talk about a taste of mystery. Sir Edward, didn't we meet a few times in the restaurant car? Dear madam, it would be hard not to pass at least once. I remember you very well. I didn't impose my company because you look busy with your worries. Please forgive me for my inquisitiveness, but I've noticed that you ordered only Western dishes. That is something an aristocrat, stuck-up person would do. Not eat the food of the common Russian man. I understand that you can be fed up with well-known dishes, but I don't believe that even an extremely progressive culinary inhabitant of Russia will not be tempted by a stroganoff soup in the autumn, or will not drink hot borscht to a meal. Well, we have different tastes, I suppose. And won't order caviar even once. This seems suspicious to me. You figured me out. Caviar is not a real Russian dish. You figured me out. No, let's say caviar is not a real Russian dish. I think our socially progressive comrades would explain it to you that caviar is not a real Russian dish. What counts is groats and bacon. You're joking with me, lady, and I just want to keep the conversation going. You're extremely perceptive, and sometimes I wonder if anything on the train escaped your attention. We can certainly be reconciled with our love of chai, or if you prefer it, tea. Indeed, this is one of the areas in which I'm a real expert. I think there are many such areas. I will immodestly admit that you are right. You have 5 days to do this event. Check the river. But we'll probably end the episode when this night is over, because it's been running a little long. Here we are, day 6. At least it's not snowing anymore. You have frostbitten hand. If you do not relieve the frostbite of the hand quickly, necrosis will take it. I mean, I thought that I increased the freaking temperature pretty stinking high. What's your problem, Maria? Why did you get frostbite in your freaking hand? Why couldn't you just sit a little closer to the fire? Hand wound, head wound. Everyone's just bleeding out. It's not looking hot. Not looking hot, honestly. I'm still bleeding. Help me. Well, put some needles to your head. Anyways, I'm gonna stop arguing at these poor people that are dying. It's not looking great, but you know what? If we lose, we can just start over on easy mode, I guess. But thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.